Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready? Yellow 20! Mike's 5-4. Bring it! Out!
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 54. 22.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Watch the slant. 32. Check 43.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Big 20. Turn up. Kill.
They snap it to Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
50, 50. 40 got. 40 got. Single.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, middle. Here we go. 24 is the mic. All day, baby, all day.
Stafford. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
24. 180.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
You don't want none of that. Give me that. Pick up the ball. Drill right. 22.
On 1st down, Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Harris, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. This is caught by Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Omaha, ready to move. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son. Right there, 54.
On the ground, it's Harris. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Oh, yeah.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Stafford's throw is taken in by Waddle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To the air again, Stafford. That's caught by Howard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
On second down now, it's Harris. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Twist, 7. Watch twist. 24 is the mic.
On first down, Stafford here. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Hey, watch the screen.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick on the move to his left. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Mike. Red 80. Red 80. Hey, Monday. 6, Mike 6.
Kaepernick now on first down. That's pulled in by the rookie from Louisville, Tutu Atwell.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Mike 6. Mike 6. It's coming this way. Here we go. Red 80.
Here's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 41, Stafford. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Blue 60. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Five's the mic.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, It's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
53, ready.
This is Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
All day, baby. Hey, 22. Deuce.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Hey, easy.
They run for it with Carson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike 5. Hey, 50. Let's go right here now. Mike 5.
Here's Stafford. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're set up in a golden position. Right around the 10-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mike 6. They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 2nd down, Cook. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 6. Mike 6. Who that?
To throw, Kaepernick. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, 54. Five's the mic. Five's the mic.
They'll try and run with Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Set. 280. 5. Don't get nervous. Easy, alert. Check. Zebra. Whip.
Carson will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third and short, to give to the tight end. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Get ready. 4 down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
11. You're on an island over there. Single receiver. 59. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
To throw is Stafford. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey. Middle. Right there. 54, right there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mike's 5-4. I'm here all day. Say, 10. Jam him.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! 11. Get it. 54's Mike. Check.
Stafford.
I got him.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Monday.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in.
It got his man complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the edge. Ready. Moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it.
Let's go.
And complete right side to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.